So before going to understand the features or peculiarities of blockchain, we should understand that how it's operating. What's the model of blockchain? What is blockchain? Okay, let's understand first currently how we are monitoring. Like Mr. A, Mr. A, let's say Ali is the Mr. A. Okay, so Ali wants to remit anything to his brother B, who's sitting in Pakistan, right? From KC to Pakistan. He's approaching his bank via online app or by visiting branch and initiating the remittance. Bank is the custodian of his assets, right? Being custodian in the fiduciary capacity, bank is confirming yes, Ali owns $100,000, let's say, and he wants to remit like $10,000 out of that $100,000. So he is actually confirming Ali that yes, you own this amount and you have to remit. And the whole process, Ali's bank is involved, B's bank, who's the recipient, B's bank is involved, Ali's country's central bank is involved, B's country's central bank is involved in the whole process. And definitely banks are interacting with each other with using Swift messages. This is the existing process. In blockchain, we are talking about a decentralized network where everybody is contributing in the network, right? It is not owned by a single party and there is no concept of a server and client. Okay, server is usually be like in, like for example, I'm sitting in the company, so definitely I have a server and I have to call them server. So he's the owner, he is granting me the access what and whatnot. So this is no concept of server. So in our example, we have four banks in operating in a country: bank A, B, C, D, right? Four banks are, it's a distributed network. So in ABCD, there is no server client concept. All are server and all are clients, right? And all are replicating whatever is producing. Okay, now back to the blockchain process, keeping this four banks example in mind. So this client is initiating, using his digital wallet, a transaction. Okay, so this client, let's say again A, Ali, is initiating the transaction with the blockchain. So while creating the block, Ali is using his ID, recipient his private ID, recipient's public ID, and the transaction itself like maybe $10,000. So we call it a block, right? And then that block, because he initiated, sorry, so he initiated this block, and that block is broadcasted to the network. As I told you, there is no server concept, there is no central authority. There are four banks, A, B, C, D. It's broadcasted to four banks, A to D, right? And all are verifying yes, Ali has the authority, has the authenticity, he has the digital ID, and they are verifying, and the transition is completed because Ali was remitting from bank A to bank D. So the receiver in bank D received the amount.